Hey there, Bruins fans. David Coyer for another edition of Goal Line to Goal Line. This week I'm with Gavin Hruza, his second time on Goal Line to Goal Line. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You're on a bit of a tear as of recent. Gus Albert and Sandra Lipset are going to be taking some shots behind us. But you're on a bit of a tear, 7-game point streak, 6 goals in that time. You know, there's 6 or 7 goals. Six goals. There's so many stats that are in here. You know, you had to get the 6-7 joke at some point, right? Yeah. But 6 goals, 7 games. What's really been working for you lately?
I don't know. Me, Simon, and Maddie kind of figured it out. Kind of like learned how to play with them a little bit. They're kind of talking more, so we kind of roll with the chemistry. And yeah, also our power play is pretty good, so we just put time in the back of the net.
Getting back on that line with the Marshchanoks, you had spent a couple of games off that line with them. You guys are combined 42 points across your last several games. What's been the spark with you three lately?
I wouldn't say there's a spark. We kind of just sat up back with them that first week of the minor. It kind of just clicked. Like we playing a little better. Like before, we were getting chances, but we weren't really finding the back of the net. But yeah, this second half with them, I guess, has been starting to vary. So.
And you know, Thanksgiving week, you had a heck of a week. Earned yourself 3rd Star of the Week honors for the North American Hockey League Central Division. You know, what does that mean to you to get your first kind of Star of the Week honors?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to get that accomplishment, but it's also cool that we were able to go 3-0 and sweep. So, I mean, yeah, just a good week of individual and team hockey.
And you know, speaking of doing well, I hear you're a bit of a fantasy football player. And did I hear that you're in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a 2-week matchup with Nathan Williams. Currently smoking him. It's bad.
Is there any sort of you know, a penalty for losing or a punishment for losing, or is it more just bragging rights for winning?
More so just bragging rights. We never really did a punishment this year, but yeah, just bragging rights.
Bragging rights. So fantasy football, you got to be rooting for Gavin Hruza, who had negative points at quarterback this week.
I'm still winning. Jalen Hurts.
Negative points with Jalen Hurts, which is very hard for a quarterback to get negative points in fantasy football. Gavin Hruza and his quarterback Jalen Hurts happened to do it. Shout out Peter Theodos for the Eagles losing this week. Swifty night this Saturday against the Watertown Shamrocks. Dress as your favorite Taylor Swift era. We'll have a friendship bracelet making station. Taylor Swift music all night, but a 2-game series against the Watertown Shamrocks. Very important series. What Taylor Swift song do you usually listen to hype yourself up before games?
My favorite Taylor Swift song would be Love Story.
Love Story, great one. That's my favorite. We talked about that on Bruins Insider with EJ Paddington last week. But Gavin Hruza on a bit of a tear with his line mates Simon and Matsby Marshchanok. Catch them all in action this weekend. You can get your tickets at tickets.austinbruins.com for another edition of Goal Line to Goal Line. Gavin Hruza, David Coyer. Thanks for walking, Gavin.
Of course.